Okay, it looks like I'm live. We're just gonna close my door. Give me just a second. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let me get over to YouTube. I'm not sure why that's open. Okay. Let's refresh this. So I didn't know what I wanted to do today. And I was outside kind of telling Alice I didn't want to go live. Because she told me the other day, that I'm basically just doing the same thing all the time. And, when somebody tells you something like that, the idea gets stuck in your head, right? And so I keep knocking my tablet over. Okay, there it is. It's come up. So today I'm just going to make some books out of upcycled covers. Okay, Leslie. Well, welcome and happy sleeping. It's all good. You got to recover. I know she means well, but sometimes people say things and they don't realize the impact they have on you. So I've got these cover materials. I just cut the spine off these music sheets, these music books. I'm going to put a little like 1/4 inch or so spine on here. And I'm just going to make some little books out of these. So this will be the size. And then I was sitting outside and I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll make the pages. I have a whole bunch of really ugly scrapbook paper that are from the Else buys the packs that they have in bags at the store sometimes at like the Savers. And they're not always, everything in there is sellable. It's what we call ugly scrapbook paper, So I thought I would use that for the papers and make some little ugly glue books. What are you going to do? There'll be different sizes because some of these covers are, they're worn out in some spots. It'll just be a fun little mix of books. But why use your really awesome scrapbooking paper? The pages will look pretty when you finish the book, yes, undoubtedly. But then you're just going to cover them up with glue book stuff. And you won't even really know that paper's there. So save your glue book or your fancy paper, the paper you really like, for projects where you're gonna, it'll be fine once I glue something on there. All right, so we're gonna have some this size, and I am gonna put a little spine on every book, so it'll be a little bit less wide than that. Hey, Christine. Hi, Amber. So we're just going to sit here and these one will be a little different because they're a different size, but we're going to use all these upcycled materials to just make us some little ugly glue books. Because why not, right? And I'm still on top chat. I should go to live chat. So what we're looking at here is, this is 10 3/4. Ugh, I'm lousy at mathing. Also, I think that edge is a little crooked. Just gonna trim it just a smidge. Because I cut the book in half widthwise before I cut the spine off. So it's probably just a little bit off. I'm not good at this whole half thing is really what I'm saying. So I'm going to fold it in half at the top here. So I have a frame of reference for where the halfway mark is, essentially. Okay, so now I'm on live chat. Hope you guys are having a lovely night. So I think that's about the middle right there. I'm going to have to turn the light around even though it blows out the color for you guys, because I have to be able to see what I'm actually doing. And then we're just going to go a line on either side of that and have our little spine. It just keeps the book from having as much creep, and we can have a few more pages in the signature that way. But we don't want it like even, this is I think a 1/4 inch signature. We don't want a full 1/2 inch signature. This is a tiny book. We don't need a big old honking signature on that thing. The question is, does Amy know where she put her metal? Yes, I do. I know where my metal ruler is for once. It'll help me get the folds on here. So we're just going to watch me struggle through. I watched Rosemary making her. That's going to be an awesome little record for her die experiments. And I don't know how much her caboodle kits are going to be for the dyeing. And I don't even know if that's what she's going to call them, honestly. But so I probably won't be able to play along on that adventure, but I can watch, you know, the live plays where she's working with what she dyed. Because on my tiny budget, that is probably not going to be a thing. But it sounds like she's off on a fun adventure. Okay. Now let's see. It's a little bit crooked here. If I were my scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this so they're even. I always get it a little bit off, which is fine. Because, you know, it's just a fun little book. This is not meant to be some big, long, complicated process. We're just trying to have a little fun here. Do something a little different so that Dima doesn't keep telling me that I'm boring. Oh, that's fun, Amber. I like it. Yeah, just have some fun with it. That's awesome. Because I can't afford the caboodle kit, I won't be able to see the learning process, but I'll get to see the end results, and that will be fun for me. And later on down the road, you know, it'll be a fun adventure. but it'll, I'm cutting this one a little bit because it's curved right there, and it's not going to lay right. So each book will be a slightly different size, and that's all good. I'm not trying to make, matchy-matchy. Sometimes you want to make something that's just for fun. So that's right about the middle. And yes, I've lost my bone folder again, but I have learned that a ballpoint pen from the clicky kind, without the tip out, actually works pretty decently in place of a bone folder. Judge me if you will, but it's working. So let's even that up a little bit. Well, I was in a pinch one time. I was making one of those 12 of 22s and I couldn't find my bone folder. I'm like, well, I need something that'll work, but won't poke through the paper. And without the tip out, this is actually nice because it's got a little rubber thing on it. So it works for me. Okay, so there we have two little ones, and one's a little bit bigger than the other, but we were not going for, all the size. There's a little tear in this one, so I'm going to cut that off. Because we're upcycling things, I love to use as much. I like to put as little in the trash and or the recycle as I can. So I'm always looking for stuff to, and these make decent bases because they're going to get reinforced anyway with paper and everything else. So it is all good. Who knows? We might even put some fabric on it at some point. I always want to double check that the pin part's not out. I did that one time. Poked right through the paper. Luckily, it was kind of on a project like this, where it's just upcycled things. So it's not, if I were in it, then it's not the end. It's not if it's a big expensive product or anything like that. So there you have it. My low rent suggestion for if you can't find your bone folder. Because it's like some kind of black hole opens up on your desk and sucks up your scissors or your bone folder, sometimes your glue. Okay. I think there's one more of those floating around because we got 4 off the. I'm going to trim this bottom a little bit. It's a little raggedy. We get 4 off of that atlas. And 2 off of each of the music books. So, how was everybody's Wednesday? I know Leslie's on her way to Sleepyville. A long day. And she's still recovering. It is Thursday, you guys. Almost Friday for everybody who works a traditional work week. Which is pretty awesome. I am self-employed as a paper dyer. So, no days off for me. But it's not a constant flow of work because you got to work with the batches and stuff. Okay, so there we go. We got 4 of those. Now let's do these ones. This is the size I'm going to use for myself. Did I say what I was going to do with it, or did I get sidetracked again? I decided I was out there and I'm like, you know what would be fun? I'm going to just print up a bunch of memes. Can I make a meme book? Excuse me. Meme, M-E-M-E. Just to, print up some fun stuff. Those things we all see and go, haha, that's pretty funny. Just some things, that strike me as funny or fun or inspirational. And this will be a little meme glue book. And then all the other ones I don't know what I'm going to do with. But, go big or go home. So we're going to build the books today. And we may even bind a few today. And I'll bind the rest in the off time. And then next Thursday, we'll glue memes into it. We'll do a big, however long we feel like it. Glue book session for doing some memes. Ooh, you just got to work it. Today was payday. Ooh, huge flea market. Oh, someday. So they'll be having good deals because they don't want to cart it all back home. Nice. That is an awesome thing. I think that is super fabulous. I love it. I hope you have an amazing time and that you find some really great deals. Love a good flea market. So fun, right? I love junk shops and flea markets and thrift stores. Are you going to be difficult? Oh, there we go. I love it all. Yard sales. Did I say yard sales already? Oh, I hope you do too. I'm excited for you. Super. Oh, my hand feels weird. I've been sleeping weird, you guys. I tweaked my back. I've been sleeping on my right side, and I'm not supposed to because I got the nerve damage in that stupid hand. But it's the side I naturally go to when I'm, I turn over when I get asleep. And then, you don't know you're doing it. And I woke up with my arm numb the last couple days. And I slept hard, too. So I slept like that for hours. Makes my hand weird. But it'll get better. It'll get better. I'm just being a whiny, snivelly person. There's no crying in crafting. You don't want to get your paper wet. That's a thing, right? Ooh, nice, Amber. I love me some good Stephen King. I haven't read all his stuff. I stopped reading around the time he wrote Dolores Claiborne. And I didn't read for a while. And now he's such a big name. I think sometimes he gets books published and they're not well edited. Because I love the idea of The Cell, the novel The Cell. But it felt like it was way longer than it needed to be, and it felt like half a book. Yeah, if you sit down and you just think about the premise, yeah, super scary. I haven't read The Pet Cemetery in years, though. I reread The Shining every now and then. The Shining is one of my favorite of his. I did like it when I originally read it, but then when I read it as an adult, I wasn't quite so in love with it. But I do like the recent movie remake that they did. I do. Something happened there. You need to fold like you're supposed to fold. But he does write good stuff. I'm not saying he doesn't. Because he does. Okay. Hold the phone, I'm cutting. I got the scissors. Okay. How many more do we have? So we have 2 more. We have 1 more of these, and then I pulled out 1 more cover. Yeah. And you know what? I'm actually a fan of The Stand. I haven't seen I watched the first few episodes of that show they were making, and then I lost track of it. So I have to go back and, I just screwed that up. That is the direct middle. You're a dork. So now this is gonna be hard to fold because I just did that. Okay. Well, some days we'll do our best. There we go. Come on. Not in the middle. I need you to fold on the other line. I know you want to fold on that middle line because I was dumb enough to put it there. Sometimes. Okay, that's pretty good. For all the fretting. Came out good. And then we have the back of this book. So, yeah, I love to upcycle all these. I love a good semi-soft cover book. I don't want it to be too floppy. And I'm going to put just a slightly bigger spine on this. I think I'm going to put a 1/2-inch spine on this one. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Just feeling it. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll have to look it up. I will definitely check it out. I love horror movies. Good ones, bad ones. Most of them. A lot of my content is creepy. I'm just a horror lover. I love scary things. I love the paranormal. We're doing a Creeping It Real series this whole year. We're gonna keep a little spark of October alive all year over here. All right. So let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. We have 9 books. If we can't do something with all that, we're doing it wrong. Okay. So, and we're just going to go with it. I have a big pile. I'll stick it up here. Not all of it's ugly, but a lot of it is, it doesn't sell well. But obviously we'll save the holiday ones, but there's a lot of stuff in here. And so we'll cover the cover with something, not completely hideous, maybe. But I have, like there's all the wooden planks. Ooh, there's some squash. So we're just going to pick from our ugly paper. Ooh, sparkly. And have some fun with it. I think we're going to start by, ooh, I didn't even take the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, Cujo was pretty good. And the movie is good just because it all takes place like basically in the car. And if I was in that position, ooh, terrifying, So I think for the front, we might just glue it down onto a piece of cardstock and work from there. So let's move that. So we'll just use this polka dot for the first one. Why the heck not, right? We'll glue the whole spine down and then we'll score it again. That's how we roll. But what did you do with your glue, Amy? I moved it. I moved it all behind me the other day when I was doing something else. We have glue. Yes, we do. No, I didn't, Cherry. And I was sitting here an hour ago. Half an hour ago. I didn't notice. Nothing jiggled. I have stuff on shelves that would jiggle if we got. That's odd. We should have felt it but well before now. Odd indeed. And welcome. Thank you for coming in. Aside from the earthquake, I hope you're having a lovely evening. We're just, making some ugly glue books. Next Thursday, I'm going to turn one of these into a meme journal. So I have a week to pick out some memes. You guys are welcome to make suggestions. You can send them to me in Messenger, or you can share them in the Facebook group if you want. And I'll try and include, I'll include a few from you guys if you are so inclined to send me a couple of memes. If you're watching this later, it's Thursday. I'll probably go to the printers. I'm going to send it to the printer because I don't want to eat up all of Elsa's print ink. But I'll go to the Office Max or to the little local place that's near here. Probably on Monday. So you have through the weekend if you would like to have some memes in the meme book. Not required, but welcome nonetheless. Let me put the lid on that glue. Your phone just told me. Oh, I didn't feel the thing. And I was sitting right here a half an hour ago. I was watching, I was watching, Rosemary wrap up before it became time for me to start my own thing. And I did not feel it. And I have a shelf over my bed that's got like tons of little creepy things on it. So I don't know what to tell you. 2.4. It should give a decent enough shake, you would think. Okay. Then we have fun scraps to play with later. I love me some scraps. Okay, I think we got it close enough for government work. We'll let that dry a little bit before we try and put the spine back in it, before we rescore for that. We'll work on the next one while that's drying up a little bit. Okay, let's see what kind of ugly shenanigans we can find. Not shiny paper though. Oh, I need to save that out. Okay, what do we like? What do we like? Oops. Let's use one of these. Just grab us another cover. Ugly shenanigans. These are the start of our ugly glue book. So let's use it going this way. Let's try and get this, all this kind of detail down here on there. So. And then tomorrow is Friday. I'm not sure what we're doing. It's usually creepy stuff. It's usually when we break out our creepy. Or extra creepy even. Let's see, what should we do tomorrow? I've already harvested this week. I'm not close enough on the serial killer books to work on those. I am actually hoping to have those done by Wednesday or a Monday. There's no grandkids here this weekend, which always kind of throws a monkey wrench in the works, Nothing ever quite works out the way you think it's gonna when there's grandkids involved. Gotta be flexible. Hey, Nina. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. How you doing, Nina? Great to see you. So we're just going to maneuver this so we get as little trimming as possible. There'll always be a little bit. Can't be helped. I need like a long... Oh my God. Wow. Here's my bone folder. Oh, you know what? I remember picking it up off the floor last night. I've been looking for it for like 3 weeks. I moved something, and I don't have any paper towels in here. Oh, wait. Is there one over here? There's one over here. Okay. Glue. Make sure that's all the way on there. And I did. I picked it up off the floor this morning, or I'm trying to think what time it was. It was probably before I went to bed. So maybe around 4 this morning. I'm a bit of a night owl right now. I keep trying to flip it around, but you slept a good chunk already? Hungry and tired. Well, you should definitely eat. You don't want to... Hangry is a bad thing. That can be dangerous. For sure. Nobody wants to be the victim of a snacksident. That could be very bad. Okay. There's a spot for scraps. So that's what the cover of this one looks like. So we'll probably have the front like that, so it'll, when we fold it. Oops, I didn't. Trim it right here just a smidge. I usually do pretty good with the gluing, but there's always a little overhang no matter how good you get it. Also, I'm the one that cut it, so I know the edges aren't perfect. Even with a cutter. Always a little bit of wonkiness. So, yeah, we could... that is a good question. What are we going to do tomorrow? I will have to come up with a plan. Maybe we could start figuring out how we're going to do the paper mache witches from out of that magazine. We can get a little start on that. You need to go and get better water bottles. We have the really flimsy ones. I'm going to use some Rit dye bottles just because they're short and cute. Make a couple of short, cute little witches. So we might work on that tomorrow, since Friday's usually a longer session. Let's just smooth that out a little bit. Try and avoid any glue bubbles. Get the edges down nice and tight. Okay. Maybe we'll put that one up there to dry too. Number 2. All right. This paper's a little heavier, so how about a little stripes? Some little stripes on our ugly glue books? Do we dare go pastel stripes? Oh, where's the next? So stripes can only go one way. Well, I guess you could. So I guess, do we want them? I think I like them vertically. I think we'll go vertical. Let's go vertical. Yep. So you have one day just a little too late and it's over. Suddenly you're up at 3 a.m. going, I need a cup of coffee and I feel like doing some work. And everybody's in your house going like, just lay down, you psycho. 7:47. Yeah. Oh, anxiety is bad. No anxiety. I hope whatever's giving you stress stops. All right. I know this isn't terribly exciting, but hopefully our next paper will be super ugly. Pastel stripes, it's a thing. They're cute in a kind of, I don't know, I guess if we're making books for kids or something. We're going to slap memes all over that sucker. I'm going to print up some that are the size of the book I use and some that are, smaller ones where we can kind of glue book style collage them onto. Onto the pages. The idea is just to fill it up with fun memes, and it's something you can flip through when you're maybe not feeling so hot about life. Funny, sarcastic, the ones that make you think, we can have a variety. They don't have to all be deep and thought-provoking. We can have a silliness, and for this kind of stuff, it's just all about having fun, you gotta have a little fun. Hopefully Susan's not out there lurking, watching me with all the pink, thinking evil thoughts about me. Work. It'll do that. It's hard to do overnights. Sometimes at my jobs. Well, when you're up out of your normal schedule, whatever's right for your body. Now, some people are naturally night owls, which I tend to be. I worked third shift for most of my career, doing things. When I worked in hotels and stuff. So I kind of got on that schedule. Then I got older and I'm like, I don't have to do that anymore. But the body's still like, yeah, we like that schedule. We're going to keep it. Okay, we'll come down and squish that back a little bit more after we trim off the edges. I'm just trying to take as much glue off as possible so that I don't funk up my scissors. Yes, meme slapping times. I'm like a middle of the day person. I like to sleep in, but not so that it kills the whole day. Because there was a point where I was going to bed at like 7 in the morning. And not getting up till like 5 in the afternoon. I'd go to bed between 7 and 11 and get up, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Well, it's hard to do lives if you're just woke up, you haven't made any prep for the day, It's okay to be up for part of the night because I typically am. But especially if everybody else in the house is not on that schedule, Know what I'm saying? Let's see. Got to do a little trimming over here. Okay, a little bit down here. So by next Thursday, we'll have some memes prepped. I did not get all the way to the edge on that side, so we're going to need to add a little bit of glue. Did not get all the way to the edge here. Let's I was hoping to find my glue stick over here. glue. Okay, we'll just go with this one. We'll just try and get a tiny bit. First, it has to get down to the tip. Okay. Okay. Now we'll smush it around with our finger. And then we'll smush the whole thing down and wipe it up. There we go. Still a little tiny bit right there. There we go. All right. Okay. There, we let that one dry now. And pick a different paper. Those are shaped papers. Oh my gosh, how's that for ugly paper? That is pretty ugly. Got one more of the Atlas ones. Oh, and we have 2 sheets. Aren't we special? And that has no direction. Yeah, that paper's thicker than the rest of it's been more paperweight. That one was a little more cardstock weight. Here's our next one. Hey, Carla. How you doing? I thought you'd be in bed, girl. It's late. Well, I think it's an hour later there-ish. It's 9. It's just coming on 9 o'clock here. It's almost 9. Hope you got some good rest or you ate a good dinner, you know, whatever happened. We're just making some ugly glue books. We're going to make a little meme journal. So we're going to make the book, you know, or at least get the book started today. And next Thursday, we're going to have some memes printed up before then. And we're going to fill it full of memes and just have a good time with it. Something to flip through while you're feeling down, you know? Or you just need a little chuckle. Because who doesn't need a chuckle sometimes? Really, Glue? Did you just roll into yourself? Is that entirely necessary? It was like a little betrayal. A little tiny glue betrayal. You're here for your lullaby. The sound of a boring lady gluing stuff to other stuff. That does it for a lot of people. It's awesome. Okay, let's get that little smush. We want the edges to stay down for sure. Hope you ate a good dinner. Both, you know, I hope everybody had a good dinner. Betty's always in there cooking while Rosemary's live, it seems like. Okay. So let's trim this up and see how ugly it is on the other side. We're using ugly scrapbook paper. That's right, I said it. I'm ugly shaming the scrapbook paper. Yes. I'm live. I'll be out there in a little bit. I got glue on my keyboard, guys. I've done a terrible thing. Oh boy. I've done it now. Well, we'll see if that enter key keeps working. I maybe have just lost the enter key for my number pad for my. I love to get the bigger keyboard that has the number pad because I never learned how to use the numbers at the top when I learned my typing. I'm a pretty decent typist, but I can't use I did 10 key for a lot of years, so I love a number pad. But I glued right into the key there. We'll see if I got it enough of it out. Could be an interesting week. We'll see. Shall see what happens. Oh boy. Now I made my scissors gluey. You can't leave me alone for 2 seconds with anything. I will say for as long as I've been crafting, I splattered a little paint on my keyboard every now and then. But knock on wood, this is my first time with glue. All right. How ugly is that, you guys? That's pretty ugly. But we're just going to turn it into a little meme glue book, So far, we have and right now we're letting them dry before we try and fold the spines back into them. Now these bigger books, I don't know if they're going to be able to use. Okay, let me check the messages. Ooh, sandwich from Jersey Mike's. Nice. Carla and the Popo. A 70s action sitcom. Nice, I'd watch it. It's very relaxing because they're always soft talking during the. Maybe it won't be so bad. Well, we're going to glue over it anyway. You're only going to see little bits of it. So, Sherry loves Jersey Mike's. You're doing low carb. You like the dots. Atlas. Oh, that's the inside right now. We got inside. I cut down the covers off that one Atlas that we're using for the serial killer books. So we've got a really ugly, like plaid-y kind of thing going on. A sherbirdy stripe, a sherbirdy polka dot. And then that's just like a pink paint peely thing. So that's where we're at. Now we've got some bigger ones, so we may actually need. Oh boy, we're getting to some geometrics and other kinds of things. Let's see. First, let's just take a sheet of 12 by 12. Any sheet will do. And see if that's gonna, yeah, because that's, ooh. Nope, so we'll have to do panels. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 sheets of whatever we use now. Oh, the Maoist looking one. Cool. Okay, so now we'll start with this one. Sure, why not? We're going to need 2 pieces. So we have to find something where we have 2 of it. Okay, hold the phone. Two. We need 2. We'll go that way. Oh, that's ugly too. How ugly do we want to go? I've had enough plaids though. I think one plaid is going to do. All right. I found 2 of it, so we're going with it. It's not ugly per se. It's flowery though. We've met our plaid quota. No more plaids will be accepted. Okay. So we're just going to go for the not flower side. We'll save the flower for something else possibly. So let's do some measuring. Now we're getting all the tools. So it's about 5.5. So we'll do 5 1/4. Do we leave a border or do we not leave a border? We won't leave a border. So approximately 5 3/4. So we could go 6 and cut off the edge. And a little over 9. So we'll go 9.5 by 6. And we'll just trim it down. And then we'll have to do something else for the spine. So I think if we line these up, we can cut them both at the same time. And we're going to save the flower for later. So 6 across. We'll save those lovely scraps for later. And we said 9.5. Okie dokie. So there we go. We'll do the, and so there'll be a little, but that's where we're going to cover the spine. So it's all good. It's actually a scoreboard, but it works as both. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to put glue on the spine or on the back, and then we'll work from there. We shall. I'm going to use, this is the size I'm going to use for myself. So Carla, are you still here? What do you think we should do for Friday tomorrow? I thought we might start attempting to work on the paper mache witches. The ones that the out of the magazine where they're angels, but we're gonna do witches. But I'm not sure what to do. I didn't make a plan. Because Friday showed up all of a sudden, I still feel like it's like Tuesday or Wednesday. At this rate, the grandkids are going to show up yet, you know. And I'll be like, what? But it hasn't even been a whole 2 weeks yet. Oh, I just did the bad thing. You guys let me do it. Okay. We didn't need glue in the middle. Now it's there. Special. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went bananas with the glue. Bananas, I say. So, we're going to sacrifice the paper towel. I may have to go get another one. That'll give me a chance to snack some dinner. Okay. Well, that was a fine moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get another paper towel. I ran out in here. How do we do all that and not have any glue over here? Oh, no. There it is. Ooh. Oh, now I pushed a button and it did something weird. Okay. Carla's like, witches! All right, we'll start on those tomorrow then. It'll be a struggle. We'll be on the struggle bus just like this. But, you know, that way you know it's genuine and I'm learning at the same time you are. Let's just get that smoothed out some. And then I'm going to run and grab a paper towel for 3. Give me just a minute, ladies. I will be right back. Wait. Okay. I have food and paper towels. Sorry. All right, I gotta move some of the stuff. Ooh, oh. Oh, now there's scraps everywhere. Oh boy. You've done it now? Mm-hmm. I'm back, and I brought paper towels. This gluing emergency brought to you by lack of paper towels. All right. Of course, not every little scrap is glued to the back of that, but okay. How you doing, Betty? Great to see ya. Hope you are having an awesome Thursday. Again, I got paper towels and food before Mike raided all the food. That man can put away some food. He works harder than the rest of us, though, for sure. That is a truth thing. You're having fun watching me glue stuff? I almost glued myself to something. One day it's going to happen, guys. I know there's somebody out there that's going to send me a piano roll just to see if I'll glue myself to it. Like, I can't wait to see this live. 23 feet of paper. There's no way she's not winding up glued to it. Because that's what would happen. What's wrong with the noodles?
Don't eat the noodles.
What's wrong with the noodles?
Best if by.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go scrape my noodles. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go put those in the trash. I shall return. Like 4 years old. Those noodles are old enough to go to kindergarten. Okay. Well, botulism averted. It would be a memorable stream. Oh, that is the last stream she ever did. She ate some noodles and died. Okay. So that is actually a nice paper. It's a nice blue. But well, pick a one for the middle. Pick a one. Pick a one. Mm-hmm. That's good English, Amy. Let's see. What else we got that's similar? Ooh, what about that? What if we used a stripe of that? Is that ugly enough? It's too short that way. We definitely have to go that way. I think I might like that. So we'll have us shortly a little ugly journal. I lost my ruler. I have 2 rulers, guys. 2. Did I drop it on the floor? Maybe I dropped it on the floor. If I was a ruler, where would I be? Oh, good. Now we get to use this ruler that I can't see anything on. 3 rulers. So there's the 0. So about a 2, maybe a 2 1/4 inch strip. Let me put that back where it came from. Yeah, you can't. 5 minutes. I've lost everything. I don't know where my cutting board is. I almost ate noodles that are 4 years old. 2019. They're 3 years old. The noodles are 3 years old. Mike's out telling the dogs, no, you can't eat 4-year-old noodles. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. All right. And then we'll just glue that on there. Hope for the best. We'll cut it right there. We'll have a little bit of overhang that we'll trim off later. Okay. Do I sound like a squirrel or a chipmunk? I watched myself back on Double Time and Sales because I couldn't read my own handwriting or for whatever reason. And I cannot stand the sound of my own voice. That's what I can tell you. Is that what I really sound like? Why didn't anybody tell me?
Here, I give you the paper. That's the chipboard for the alchemy set. For the alchemy paper.
I know, but I'm trying to think of where I put it.
It's here somewhere.
You can go now. Okay. Always too much glue, Amy. I'm like glue crazy. Oh, there we go. And oddly, it kind of works. All right, let's take the glue off my cutting board. Where else are you going to get this kind of glue entertainment? And possible death by noodles. All in one place. So tomorrow, let me see. One of these. Maybe this one. That one's got the scrolly thing we want to make. Okay. We'll be working on some semi-paper mache. It's not a true paper mache witch. Okay, so we gotta let that dry a little bit. But I kind of like it. It works in its own weird way. Let's make sure we're trying to get all the... We don't have air bubbles later. Air bubbles bad. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to do... Let me find it. Here we go. In this book, it was called Angels Among Us. But we're going to turn them into witches. Ours are not going to look that serene. You're almost 5 minutes behind. That's okay. You're not really missing anything. Yeah, so we're going to do it. We're not going to write sweet and content on there. I can tell you that much. It just says love was born at Christmas. That is not what ours are gonna say. We're gonna wing it. I'm gonna make some small ones and some big ones. So I need to go to the gas station and buy like a couple different kinds of water. Just for this, I'd like to make one out of like a Fuji bottle. Okay, so now I gotta find a place to put that where I'm gonna know where it's at. Okay, so let me grab some more ugly paper. We have more books to cover. So far we have that one, and we did these 3 before. For anybody who's joined us after we did these 3 before. I'm upcycling, soft cover booky things into ugly glue books. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Yeah, so you've got to watch this shenanigans 4 more times. Let's see, how long have we been on? Oh, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe I'll start this next one, and then we'll wrap it up, and I'll work on these and show you the finished bit tomorrow. I don't know where this paper pack came from, but it's not fully ugly. Okay. Let's see. We could do some more stripes. We have 2 sheets of that. And then the small books we're probably going to use the paperweight paper for are these a little smaller? Let's see. Those are just going to fit on a 12 by 12. How exciting is that? We only need 1 sheet for each one. Woohoo! Should we make one with the big poinsettias, even though these are not specifically not making a Christmas thing on purpose? Oh, or Christmas balls. We could do Christmas balls. Because it's fun to say balls. I'm sorry. I'm sensing a theme with stripes in this pile of papers. Oh my. That's too ugly even for me. Let's see. We've got a circly one. Oh, we got that. Let's see. Hold on, I'll pull out a couple more options, then we'll decide. Ooh, that's kind of, yes.
Any interest?
Sure.
It's wallpaper.
Is it really?
It was
That
like
could
a
be
border.
fun for a focal piece.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save that for over here.
Up and to the left. Okay.
Up and to the left is where I put.
Okay.
Thank you. Are you cleaning again?
Huh?
Are you cleaning again?
I'm just clearing out the sticker drawer.
Okay, got wallpaper in the sticker drawer. Oh, now I lost where I was. Oh my God. I might have to make that. I love that. Hideous, but I love it. Oh my God, there's a candy corn page in here. Shut the front door. I don't know why everything turns creepy. Betty's like, candy corn, candy corn. All right, we have 4. So I'll do a candy corn. Because I can't help myself. I love it. It's so terrible. I am doing the maze. You can't stop me. Wait. No maze before it's time. There's 2. Okay. Well, now I can't hardly help myself. I think we have to do the Christmas balls. I think we have to have a page with balls, guys. That's right. I said it. Balls. The sound is slow now. You're less chipmunky now. We're off the hook. Okay, so we can do the poinsettia page or hold the phone. I don't know how this happened. Not sure where we went wrong. But we did. Maybe. Thanks. You didn't want it? Oh. Well, thank you. I'm starving. Oh. You could eat it later, though.
No.
Okay. I will. You don't have to tell me to be a pig twice. Oinks, motherfucker. So we have 2 other choices out of this fabulous book. So we can do the pumpkins. So you have to vote. Poinsettias A, pumpkins B, or squash C for the last book. Which one do we want to do? Betty says pumpkins. All right. Betty's the boss. So those stripes are gone. All right, we got our choices. Let's start with the candy corn just because we can. Okay. Those are just going to fit. Which way do we want the paper to go? This way, right? Yeah. Nope, I like it that way, so we're going to do like that. All kinds of weird stuff up there. Okay. Hey, Christine. Christine's like, pumpkins. Everybody voted jack-o'-lanterns on that. Ginger, go lay down. You know you don't stare while I'm eating. She knows I have food. You're my new best friend. Everybody loves the pumpkins. Awesome. I'm just pulling some glue off here. Okay. I'm going to switch glue bottles in a minute here. We want to get every bit of glue out of the bottle. No glue left behind. Can't have it. Carla, have you worked on your 12 of 22 for the travel? I have my idea, but I have not made a single move. Other than saying I was going to get the stuff together. And then not doing it. Only a few days left. Only have until the 3rd to wrap it up. Okay. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you can't be there. Okay. We're gonna smoosh it. Ooh. Smoosh the glue right out of its guts. It's easier when it's just one page. You don't have to mat anything. Don't get me wrong, though, because I love my big glue books. I do. Look at that lovely candy corn cover. So fun. Ah, you're ahead of me. Good for you. Elsa's giving me the stink eye every time I walk out there. I'm working on it, I swear. Sort of. In my head. So that's it. I will have no excuse not to go live this Sunday because if I don't make my... Is that too late? What date is Sunday? Oh, now I gotta look at a calendar. I may have to go live on Saturday. Is there anything big, important happening on Saturday that I would interfere with if I went live? We're trimming down the candy corn. Okay, who likes to eat candy corn? Who actually eats candy corn? Raise your hand. I'm not going to shame you. I'm going to say candy corn's not my favorite. But it is a Halloween holiday tradition. You know, you can't get through fall without having some candy corn. I'm just saying. It's in candy bowls and all the people who love candy corn are trying to foist it on you. It's definitely good for a sugar high. Carla's like, it's me. Oh, Sunday's the 2nd. Woohoo! I have till the 3rd. The deadline is the 3rd. Okay, let's smooch it out again. Let's just do it. Do it! I don't know what's going on the inside yet. That's a whole other glue session. Okay. Another book. Another. We'll do the pumpkins next. Okay. So we definitely want all the pumpkins we can get our hands on. So we're going to do it like that. You eat it by the layer, Betty. So you have 2 like tiny bites and then a itty bitty bite, unless you have giant candy corn. So Betty and Carla definitely. Nina's like, meh, I can eat a few. Amber's like, I have a 1 piece a year limit now. Well, that's probably cute though. Nibbling on the candy corns. We got some last year. They were like flavors, not just traditional candy corn. They were like, there was a caramel apple one or something like that. And I thought, well, candy corn's not my favorite, but I like caramel. You know, I like the flavor of candies that are caramel apple flavored or caramel flavored. Anyway, we got a couple of flavors. I have to say, I if I'm honest, I liked them a little better than I liked just plain candy corn, but still not totally my jam. I don't think I could sit and eat a whole bag of that, even over time. Okay, we killed the glue, but you know what I have? More glue. I win, glue. Betty, you're a professional candy corn eater. Well, see, all that I don't consume gives you a bigger opportunity for having more candy corn in the world. No competition. But you got to admit, candy corn is kind of a symbol, of one of those things. It comes around every fall. I'll tell you what I truly despise, though. Circus peanuts. Ugh. It's the texture, though. It's just... I hate to say this out loud, but I need a bigger hole. Ginger, no matter how long you pant out there at me, I'm not going to give you my food. Okay, let's see if that works. If I've just made everything worse. See, at least you guys can be good-natured about it. You say, I don't like candy corn in some circles, and they're saying people act like you're condemning them for liking it. Is it more for you? It's the consistency, I think, because it's kind of waxy. But it has, you got to admit, if nobody ate it, it wouldn't be back Halloween after Halloween. No way. And I'm not condemning people who like circus peanuts, but ew, not for me. Not ever. That's something I can't even politely take a bite out of in front of people. One of them things. Okay, let's try and smush down the edges. Get over there and be smushed. Be smushed. Don't want any lifting edges. Won't have none of your shenanigans. I see you trying to lift up right there. I do. Dead down. Okay. Let's trim this up and get a look at it. Candy tastes sweeter to me. Yeah, there are some things I can't eat anymore that I used to love because they're too sweet for me. Chocolate chip cookies being one of them. I think that's just your taste change as you get older, kind of thing. But I don't honestly think I encountered circus peanuts until I was an adult. So that could be part of the reason why I don't like it, because it's not a nostalgia thing for me. So I don't remember ever seeing circus peanuts as a kid. So there's that. I'm not a Peeps person either. I hate to say it. Although I've heard you can do marvelous things with them in the microwave. You can make Peeps we can all be afraid of. You like the texture? Yeah. Well, that's good though. You're not eating a ton of sugar, because some things I could sit down and eat all of it. I'll tell you the thing in fall that I like the most is pumpkin pie. There's no such thing as too much pumpkin pie in the fall. And when I lived in Phoenix, the Fry's, the grocery chain, not the electronics store, carried this this cheap ass version of eggnog, but it was pumpkin flavored. Oh my god, I love that stuff. Dude. Is the pumpkin eggnog out yet? No. And he was just as addicted as I was. He worked there in the bakery. So the guy from the dairy would come over and tell him when it came in and when it went on sale. There's like a spot over here that's not trimmed right. Okay, there's our pumpkin one. We'll do balls next, I guess. I think we have to have that big spangly ball right on the front. Yeah, let's do it like that. I don't think I want that one. I think I want the green one. Green. Clearance Peeps are fun to make s'mores out of. Oh, grapefruit candy. I've never heard of that. Betty. She's got like the sweats and a sick face. I'll eat a grapefruit every now and then. With sugar, of course. But I don't think I've ever had any grapefruit candy of any kind. All right. In the Scottsdale area where I was living, there are a lot of old established houses there. And a lot of them had grapefruit trees. Not the ornamental, but the actual grapefruit trees. It used to be a thing. A lot of people planted them in their yard for long-term, lemon trees, grapefruit trees, oranges. There's a lot of them, but people don't pick the fruit anymore. So they were getting a roof rat problem. But for the ones that are near the street, you could just go by people's houses and pick, a bag and bring a bag full of lemons and grapefruits and oranges home. So every winter for part of the winter, we didn't have to buy any. I do kind of miss that. Because they were old established ones. So you know which ones were like the best trees that gave up the best oranges or the best grapefruits. And somebody had one that gave the pink grapefruits. I have a tree for that. And I like those a lot. And I asked him, I didn't just go pick the fruit off the trees. Because it changed owners a couple of times. They're like, no, have at it. Because that way they didn't have to try and take them to the office and give them away. We never took more than we could eat in a week, so. Also nice for the garbage disposal. The lemons. There were lemons everywhere. That's why you put sugar on it. It burns my mouth, though, if I eat too much. You got to be careful with citrus. There is such a thing as too much. But, pumpkin pie. And for a long time, I was really big on all the pumpkin spice flavored stuff. Not so much anymore. I haven't had a single pumpkin spice latte this year yet. All right, Amber, thanks for coming and spending time. We'll be wrapping up here shortly. We won't be far behind you. There's only one more to glue down, and I'll do the rest off camera. And I'll show what's finished tomorrow. It'll help keep me occupied while I'm working off and on in the garage on paper. Thanks for coming and spending time. I hope you have a great Friday and an awesome weekend. You can't eat the grapefruit with all the sugar. I don't like overdo it, but I do put a little sugar on it to cut the bitterness. I love it with toasted melon in the morning, like some cantaloupe or some honeydew. I used to eat way healthier than I eat now. Problem is, I don't go to the grocery store enough. So I couldn't, because fresh fruit you kind of have to buy a little bit at a time. You can't really buy that in. And apples will keep a while, but a lot of it doesn't keep very long. So you have to keep going back. There we go. There's all our balls, ladies. That's right. I said it. We got balls. We need to trim that a little bit right there. Okay, let's dry that one. Last one is the maze. So let's decide how we want that to be. Do we want that or do we want that? Do we want this? Or do we just want all the darker? How high up does it go? Where's my last piece? I think that'll be nice. I think we'll do it this way. Yay, balls! Really? Most people tell me the opposite. That's interesting. Oh, watermelon, yeah. Nobody here likes it, though. I haven't had a watermelon since I've been here. I love watermelon. It's a great way to stay hydrated in the summer. When we lived in Scottsdale, we kept it cut up in the fridge all summer. I like mine with a little bit of salt and pepper on it. Just a smidge. And then we'd have, so you come in from outside, if you go somewhere on the bus or you're coming home from work. Nothing like coming in, undressing, and open up the fridge to a nice cold piece of watermelon. And then we also kept York peppermint patties, the minis, in the freezer. Same reason. Because you deserve a treat after you're out in all that heat. Oh, yeah, nice. Betty, Children of the Corn. Your dogs love watermelon? Yeah, Children of the Corn still kind of holds up. Special effects at the end, not so great. Those are dated. But overall, because it's such a simple movie, you know, there was no technology really in play. I find it still pretty freaking creepy. That kid that played Malachi, he did a good job. It was extra creepy. That's all I'm saying. All right. Oops. Had a little moment right there. I'm surprised there hasn't been a remake on that, though. All right, let's trim this up. Oh, pickled baby corn. Nice. Okay. Take off some of that glue. Scissors are already pretty gluey. I misplayed an entire bottle of rubbing alcohol now that I'm thinking about it. So I need to clean these scissors. I wonder if I loaned it to somebody and they didn't give it back. I will have to check on that. Because it's not in the spot I usually keep it. And I haven't used it recently. I love Children of the Corn. That's a good movie. I usually watch it every year at Halloween time. I have not watched it yet this year. I haven't actually watched that many movies. I'm going to have to do some catch up to get in my entire 61 days of horror. I think I've only watched about 12 movies. But I can't watch movies on my computer while I'm invoicing and stuff. Can't wait till I can get saved up for the new computer, though, because then I'll have this extra one here, the one that's slowly dying. And I can just watch movies on that. Then I can watch in bed, even, instead of having to sit in the office chair. Not that I don't love my office chair, but I don't love my office chair. I need a bigger space. Because a bigger chair, the chair I want won't fit in here. There's already enough stuff in the room. But this is one of Elsa's old chairs, and eventually I think it's going to kick the bucket too. Okay, there's our last one. Now let's get these all down here. So we've got our corn and our balls. and our pumpkins and our candy corns. And then we have the smaller ones we did earlier, the ugly plaid. And then our one that's not quite so ugly, but still going to be a glue book. What I say now made Betty laugh. Okay, so I'm going to let these dry for a little bit. Probably eat my dinner. Go outside, see what everybody else is doing outside on the backyard. So we have two smaller ones. They're all different sizes, really. And that one still needs to be trimmed right there. Okay, let's look at the front right here. It's got like a pokey uppy thing. Okay. All right, so we did it. You're still laughing about the balls. I can't help myself. I am like 12 years old when it comes to that stuff. Love the candy corn, love the pumpkins. I obviously, dig the corn. And then we got balls. Pardon me. All right, so I will show you what progress I have made tomorrow. I don't know that I'll get all 9 of them done, but we'll put a pretty good dent in it. After these dry for a little bit, they don't have to be all the way dry. I'll refold the spines into it, and then I'll do the insides. I don't know how everything I do. I don't start out creepy and it ends that way. So, thank you guys for coming and spending a little time with me. We spent this last 2 hours almost, plus some time in Rosemary's room for some of you. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I hope that you had a little bit of fun. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Tomorrow is Friday at 5 o'clock. We're going to start trying to figure out those Halloween witches we want to make. The paper mache witches. Bright hisses and, bright hisses and hugs and blessings to all of you. Bye, 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 bye. The end. Have a great evening, ladies. Love you all. The end.